A friend of mine told me a story about a man who married a very beautiful woman. They love each other very much, but one day the wife told him that the doctor told him that she suffered from a skin disease that will scar her face. So there is no cure for this disease, and so her face will gradually become less and less attractive. Not long after that, her husband, the man, suffered from an accident, and this accident caused him to go blind in both eyes. But the wife still loved him and take care of him and so on, and they continue to live and love each other until they become old. Eventually the wife died, and during the funeral and after the funeral, a man come to the man, the husband. He said, "Oh, it must be difficult now that your wife is not here. How are you going to get home? Can I take you home?" And the man said, "No, it's okay. You see, I'm not really blind. I just pretended to be blind, because if my wife know I can see her, she will suffer, you know, knowing that I will see her become less and less attractive. So that may be more painful than her own suffering." So that's a very beautiful and touching story, right? And love is blind. When I was only 11 years old, my father decided to have a man-to-man talk with me. So one day he said, "You know, when you fall in love with a girl, when you first her for the first time, both of your eyes are closed. In other words, you are blind in both eyes. But when you get engaged with that person, one of your eyes will be open. And for the first time, you see more about her. And then when you have married her for some time, both of your eyes will be open. And you see not only the goodness in her, but you also see the weakness in her." I think that's quite true. Life is blind. But that is not the whole story, however. It's true, life is blind, but then when you really love a person, you become blind to the weakness of that person. In other words, a person, when you love each other, you see the goodness of that person. And you see, there is one thing about our mind, our brain, that we cannot see two opposite things at the same time. And we see the goodness, we tend to see less of the imperfection, less of the weakness. When we focus on the weakness, then we cannot see the goodness. Love actually makes us blind to the weakness of the other person. So when we love a person so much, we see only the goodness in the person, right? So that is the benefit of love. As you often hear me say, that everything that is good, everything that are harmonious, and everything that are creative in this world come from love. Another thing that you often see in the Western Court building is that there is a statue of a lady, the Lady of Justice, you know. This, she holds a balance in one hand, a sword in the other one, and if you notice, she is blindfolded. What it says is justice is blind, you see. A real justice do not discriminate whether you are rich, whether you are poor, you are powerful, and you are not so powerful. It is equal, justice is equal to everyone. But if justice is blind, love is also blind. A cyclo driver come home one day and saw his wife putting rice on the plate. He got a bit angry when he noticed that his wife put the same amount of rice in every plate. And she said to the wife, "Look, this is not fair, you see. Everything that on this table, it's happened because it is my work. So I deserve to get more than the children." And of course, he is right? But then his next door neighbor, also a cyclo driver, he come home from work one day and he saw his wife putting rice on the plate. He noticed his wife put more rice on the children's plate and on her plate and his plate. He did not get angry, he smiled and he agreed with his wife. The difference, there's only one difference, that is love. When we love we don't worry about justice. We don't worry about fairness, right? So love is blind in that sense. So in order to make this world a better place, let's see each other from the eyes of love. Thank you very much.